A fortune teller's been put in prison and a goat has just been elected a mayor. Welcome to That's Not News on the VYB YouTube channel.
So, strap yourselves down. Let's get into it.
Strap yourselves down. Welcome back to another episode of That's Not News.
So before we get into the video, make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that good stuff. Smack the bell, cuz.
The bell.
I like that.
We're going to leave smack the bell.
Yeah, 100%.
Story number one. Fortune teller promises to find client a husband for £1,000, failed and got put in jail.
Last time I went to a fortune teller, paid probably about £7 or £8, and I was told that if I want to marry my girlfriend, I had to put on about 10 kilograms, and my girlfriend had to lose about 10 kilograms. Didn't even have a girlfriend.
This client, the woman, went to this fortune teller and was like, look, I'm looking for a husband. You get me? Could you find me a suitor? You see what I'm saying?
There's no names for the people.
Pardon?
There's no names here.
No, because it's not relevant.
How do I do it?
What do you mean?
I can't get to the story.
I've written it for you.
You haven't though, have you? You haven't given any of the names of the people.
You don't need them.
The fortune teller was like, yeah, calm, listen, I got you. Give me 2,000 lira.
Which is about $365 US.
2,000 lira is like 365 US dollars.
Wow, was it off the cuff?
Said that as if it wasn't written.
Yeah.
It wasn't in front of him.
And she was required to pay 2,000 Turkish lira.
For her good fortune to be unblocked in quotation marks. Why is it in quotation marks? Because it's all entirely.
But to no avail, the fortune teller claimed that this was not enough to break the curse.
The fortune teller then said, listen, it's not going well for me at the moment.
Maybe just chuck another 100 Turkish lira on top of it. Oh no, wait, 4,000.
Give me another 4 racks, then we're cool.
You've already paid a third of $1,000 US to unblock some ridiculous curse, and it hasn't worked, so why not pay double that to make it work this time? Simply ridiculous.
So 6 months went by, no man. And obviously she was like, well, where's my man at?
The client had had enough and reported the situation to the police.
And the police were like, oh, this doesn't sound cool. She's taken £1,000 off her. This can't run, you know what I'm saying?
And the fortune teller was jailed for 3 years.
Have we got a photo of this woman?
I think she's on the article.
Is she?
Yeah. Oh, the woman who got scammed.
Yeah.
I don't think she's on.
Oh, what? Right, okay, because I know exactly what he's done. He thinks I'm asking, is there a photo of the fortune teller?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I think there is. Look at that. That's a stock image of a fortune teller.
She's paid £1,000 to this fortune teller that isn't even fully qualified in the field. Not that you can be anyway, but she's paid £1,000 to her, and it's her fault.
You're the mug here. The woman's the mug. She should be put away.
For our next story, it's a bit of a weird one.
Men would have to tell the police about every time they ejaculate if this bill in Georgia in the United States passes.
What are we doing?
So this proposed legislation, HB 604, obviously I knew that top of the dome and that, is known as the Testicular Bill of Rights.
Quite a witty name, quite enjoy that one.
So what they're saying is that males over the age of 55 now have to tell the law that they've bust.
Any male that is 55 years of age or older shall immediately report to the county sheriffs or local law enforcement agency when such male releases sperm from his testicles.
This is mad.
So he's just sitting there, having some private time, a few candles on the go, as his moment, instantly on the blower.
Yeah, so I've just bust a nut still, obviously. No, it's just a bit of dust this time.
Can you imagine the administration costs of hiring all these extra sheriffs and law enforcement agencies that their specific job is to work on the Testicular Bill of Rights? Imagine like the size of the Excel spreadsheet of all the cases.
55 years of age and older though. Why are they singled out?
I don't know.
Is it maybe because if it was teenagers, the phone lines would be down, wouldn't they? It would be non-stop. It'd be like comic relief in there.
The legislation is not expected to pass and instead is more of a protest by female representatives in light of a recent bill outlawing abortions as soon as doctors can detect a heartbeat. Wow. So obviously, like banter, no banter.
If it's been put up more to make a point than to actually get put through, and it's going against the bill that outlaws abortions as soon as doctors can detect a heartbeat, that is, well, I'm pro-choice, really.
Obviously, if it was me and I'm in front of these guys, I'm doing the same thing as that guy that was wearing that purple t-shirt at that time. You know that Don that was like... You know that guy?
Third story, a man got eaten by a shark and got spat back out. We're going to watch a video here and see how it unfolded.
The next moment, it got dark and I felt some pressure on my hip.
He's never had any pressure on his hips.
And once I felt the pressure, I instantly knew a whale had grabbed me.
Who knows that pressure? Who has that down in their head?
A British whale has like easily 15 to 20 tons of weight.
Doesn't this look like they're going in to help him?
Them man, there was like gang.
Right, this actually reminds me of a story that my dad told me once, right? When he was playing rugby, they had a rule that if anything kicked off with the other team, if someone called 99, then all the other teammates would get involved and it was just a massive scrap. Literally what seems to have happened here is one of the birds has seen it, called 99, all the other birds are getting involved and helping out.
The pressure was released and then I was washed out of the mouth.
You must taste like if a whale caught a man and was just like, right, this will do, perfect, and then went, actually, not feeling him, I'd actually be a bit offended.
This guy must absolutely stink. It's like Savile Berry every day after the gym when he doesn't shower. He showers before the gym.
Yes, correct.
That's dirt.
Exactly.
So dirt.
Once I got to the boat, I just looked at Heinz and I said, "Did you get it?"
Brilliant. He said, have you got that on camera? This is like us doing a video.
So a guy got spat out by a whale, basically. Really, really good stuff.
Right, so a couple of weeks back, we broke down some of girls' biggest turn-offs under the sheet as released by student online magazine The Tab.
We're now going to be talking about what gets them going.
So as you can imagine, a lot of this probably isn't too family friendly. The young ladies that were asked for their opinion went a bit detailed, but some of them, the more light-hearted ones, we've decided to run through the list and go through some of the biggest turn-ons for girls in the bedroom.
First one,
Good jeans and boxers.
I own about 10 pair of Calvin Kleins, all fake.
Boxers wise, we just keep it pretty simple. Calvin's or Tesco's, F&F. You know what I'm saying? Love a little F&F now, my dude. What's wrong with F&F?
Sounds tragic, doesn't it?
Jeans though, can we just kill off boot cuts? But like boot cuts, the wide leg. Like this, I'll show you a boot cut. Look, this is a boot cut. This thing is for the men's. Oh.
Like the jeans I was wearing yesterday?
Straight fits.
No, you had skinny jeans on yesterday.
No,
they
not
were
skinny.
slim. They were slim.
They're straight fit.
The ones you look like a single mum in. Them ones.
Number two, having to be quiet for some reason.
It's all about the risk. It's the risk of someone walking in.
I know you've been caught before.
Breaking things, not deliberately, through aggressive but consensual intercourse.
Now, consensual is number one in every scenario. Aggression, I mean, you know.
Who's doing it deliberately? Who's setting up props to try and set the mood?
Not my thing at all. If you're in my house, I got some very expensive framed Frank Ocean, Joey Badass and Kanye West posters. If they get broke, you're getting straight out the door.
Boys who like toys.
Does that mean then I can bring her my fully completed 2005-6 season shootout cards? Because that would be banging.
I've been known in my day, you get me? Little Beyblade and that, you feel me?
Seriously, you want to see my wrestling action figure collection? Loads of them.
I used to love a Hot Wheel as well. You know when they had them big, like, circuits? I used to build them, be flinging them Hot Wheels around that circuit.
Number 5 here.
Being told off, such as being told to shut up.
Get out of there! Sit down!
I actually don't know what to say about that one. Being told to shut up. Georgia, do you like being told to shut up under the sheets? No? You sure?
Yeah.
What about...
So the final story is a goat has become a mayor.
Lincoln, his name is. Of course it is. Political on that.
Was elected last week in the town of Fairhaven, Vermont.
So the election was extremely hard fought. Lincoln managed to fend off 16 other candidates for the position and racked up a whopping 13 votes.
Everyone give a round of applause to Lincoln. Clap, Georgia, bruv, what are you doing?
But what's making you pick the goat?
Goat's cheese. The greatest of all time.
Oh, that's not bad from Sam.
I'm saying?
That's not bad.
I need to see a picture of this geese. Oi! Look at him. He's got his horse up there and he's like, yeah, cuz. You get me? I'm mayor now, what?
He won't be required to run a council meeting or... Sorry, what the are we reading?
He won't be required, to be fair, to run a council meeting or sign any bills into law.
Imagine the meeting where they all get together and go, look, I mean, everyone seems happy with the vote. It's all gone very well, but it's just, he's not getting things done. You know, there's the schools need funding.
But after being sworn in, and Lincoln signed the oath of office with her right front hoof.
The first thing that he did was everywhere. First thing he did, Links.
Brilliant. What a way to make your entrance. Welcome everyone. Got a few policies, but before we get to that, let me just drop one here.
Probably a little bit nervous, given that she was probably the only goat in the room.
So the town doesn't actually require a mayor, which makes this more understandable, more believable, more trivial. This is just not news.
And it was instead a fundraising activity with $5 being required to register an animal for the election race.
They were targeting 80 grand.
Quite extravagant, considering there's only, I think, 2,500 people that live in the town. They raised just £100. Bit of a shit show, really, wasn't it? In more ways than one.
Okay, so that was That's Not News for this week.
Hope you lot enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, comment, let us know what you thought of the stories.
If anyone ever tells you that you're never going to learn anything important on the internet, this video should be proof otherwise.